Pepper says, are you ready to see a whole house transformation? I know I am.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Hoarder's Heart. I am really excited about this episode because I'm going to be going back in time and showing what this house looked like in 2018 to what it looks like now in 2023. And I didn't realize how much this house has transformed, how it looks completely different, how my behaviors are now changing, and the amount of progress that I can see is like astounding. And you really don't realize it until you take a moment and stop and look back. And I'm grateful for everyone who was saying like, wow, I saw some of your beginning videos and you have completely changed. What a difference. And I didn't realize it until I stopped and looked back and thought, wow, that really was my house. That really was my kitchen. That really was my bedroom. Those were our spaces. And it's just amazing how much it's transformed over the years. And this just shows that anyone can change any behavior, any pattern. You can reach any goal that you're desiring. It just takes baby steps over time, what you can handle consistently, rooting your own rise, rooting other people's rises. You will get there. You can make those choices. So that's why I'm so excited to just show this journey on how we have completely recovered from a level 4 hoarder to now I'm between a level 1, level 2. So I am just so excited to get started.
So the first room I want to start with is the kitchen, because this space has fully transformed. The kitchen was very dark with dark cabinets. It had carpet on the floor. And of course, there was always piles of clutter in the kitchen. I always had piles in my kitchen. I struggled to try to keep stuff off of the floor. And this over here was my table that of course was yet another catch-all, but underneath of it was my makeshift pantry, because we didn't have a pantry in this house, except it was just a mess of food and I had no idea what was underneath here. I would just throw food in here and hopefully we would use it before it expired. So in 2020, we ripped up the carpet to find that there was yet another carpet underneath of that. And we got brand new hardwood flooring. And now this kitchen looks completely different. It is brighter. It is lighter. We had painted the cabinets. We had put a backsplash on it. We painted it. It looks completely different. We got rid of that table and that very old tablecloth, and hubby actually built this for me. Now it has a surface on top, but underneath is an actual organized pantry, so we know what food we have. He also built me this over here. All the stuff that used to always go on the floor is now kind of more organized in here. And of course, hubby put these shelves for me so I can decorate, because I am a butterfly. I like to see my things visually displayed. I now know that because I love how this kitchen looks. I'm just so happy in it. Next is the living room. Now, there's not too many changes to the living room, because even as a level 4 hoarder, to me, this was neat for me. This wasn't that bad, but I knew that I wanted it straightened up. I knew that it was a hot spot. I knew that it could look a lot better than what it was. Now, we have gotten new carpets since then, and this year I really want to continue redecorating and changing this room too. But the main point is that I can maintain this space longer. Is it a hot spot? Absolutely. But I know that I can clean it up within 15 minutes to get it back to where it needs to go. That's what shows the progress, is that to me, I can quickly straighten up the space if somebody says that they want to stop over and actually complete the task. Because before, I used to just grab everything off of the floor and throw it in the basement or the laundry room. Next is the master bedroom, and I knew that this was very important to hubby to kind of have a nice, neat room to escape to. My entire life, my bedroom was messy. I don't think there was ever a point in my life where my bedroom was kept neat and tidy. Now, as a child, the house was neat and tidy, but not my bedroom. My bedroom was always messy, and it was the space that I was allowed to be messy in. So after decluttering this space over and over again, we repainted it. We worked as a team to update it. We got new bedding. We actually got a new headboard and shelves. And when it was all done, I couldn't believe the change. It almost looked like a hotel room to me because it had this minimalistic vibe to it. And I had never had a bedroom like this before, with nothing. And in 2023, we added this bench to help with the organizing since some of the messes came back. But the fact that this used to be our bed and it now looks like this, I mean, what a change. I actually felt like an adult for once in my life. And it just goes to show that you can change these deep-rooted behaviors. It just takes time. It takes grace. It takes one step in front of the other, and you'll see the difference. Speaking of differences, in the beginning, I never showed my face. I hid behind a camera for the first 2 years because I was so ashamed to show myself. I could not publicly take any ridicule. And it wasn't until 2020 that I finally revealed who I was. I couldn't internalize the public ridicule that is given to hoarders. And that's why it took me some time to show my face. But it was my YouTube family who constantly gave me love. And that love gave me the confidence to show the world who I was. Now, this room was probably the most emotional for me because this was once in the nursery for both my boys and then turned into a hoarded playroom that they really couldn't go in because there was just so much stuff. So this, I feel like, is one of my greatest victories, honestly, because of the emotional work I had to put through to get it to this space, because we decluttered and we cleaned and I let go of so much stuff. But I knew in my heart that I wanted Tyler to have his own bedroom. He deserved his own bedroom instead of sharing one with Brandon. And Brandon was getting older and he wanted his own space. And we did it as a family. And Tyler was so happy to see this bedroom. And honestly, this is minimalism to us, right? To go from that previous room to this, it's a huge, huge transformation. And in my heart, this was my greatest victory. Not based off of the hard work of decluttering it, based off of the hard work of processing these deep-rooted emotions, especially to my children's items. This, I really had to process, let go, and accept. And since I did that internal work, I feel freer, and so do my children. Next is the good old laundry room. Now, this is what it used to look like back in 2019. Of course, your classic doorway is blocked. That's a level for hoarding. And the little goat trail of things just piled on its side. And each and every week for an entire summer, I dug this space out so that I could finally transform it and paint the walls and make it lighter and make it brighter. I believe this had something like 15 episodes to just get to this point. Now, currently in 2023, we're back in there cleaning it out, but it's not going to take 15 episodes to get to that point. It's actually going to take a lot less because of the consistency of changing and healing and correcting and recognizing what didn't work and what does work. And that's okay because that's all part of the growing process. And this right here is actually a bathroom. It's attached to the laundry room and clearly it's hoarded. And this is another classic kind of hoarder characteristic, is having an unusable bathroom and it becomes a storage area. And I continued my baby step decluttering, chopping away at the space each and every week, until we got rid of a lot of stuff. And in this bathroom, we got rid of a lot of stuff so that we could have a fully functioning bathroom in this area. And I'll be honest, we're coming up to 5 years this June that I started this decluttering journey. And when I started, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just winging it and just trying to be honest and vulnerable with what I was feeling. And over the years, I started to see what was working, what was happening internally, what was not working. I'm still learning on what's not working and what is. This is how we grow, how we learn, how we evolve, how we change a behavior, is doing it over again and trying it another way, especially for hoarding disorder, because it's only recently been characterized as its own mental disorder. And the medical health field are still learning a lot about it and how it works. And my hope is by being so open and vulnerable and in touch with my feelings and putting words to those emotions, I hope that I'm helping any type of advancement, because I'm seeing what works and what doesn't work. And my hope and pray is that helps other people with hoarding disorder as well. Now, of course, we're in the basement right now, and honestly, this deserves its own transformation video because the volume of stuff that we've let go of in here, plus the amount of footage I have, we can totally have its own progression video because it's astronomical how much stuff we have let go in here. But honestly, my hope and my prayer is that this video motivated and encouraged you to declutter and clean something in your home today too.